County, and today we're talking all about what stays and what goes during the move out. Now, I help buyers all the time, and when they're ready to make an offer on the house, I get asked an additional question. Is there anything in the house that I should also include into the contract? And I say, absolutely. Anything that you see in the home is negotiable. One of the common, should I include the TV? Does the chandelier stay? Things like that. Now, buying or selling a home can be stressful, and it's even more stressful when you're unclear about, for example, like who takes the TV, who gets to keep the drapes, or who gets to keep the very expensive $10,000 water feature that's outside in the front of the home. So here is a rule of thumb so that you have more clarity during the buying and selling process. Legally, anything that's bolted or nailed or wired, cemented, or permanently glued to the property becomes a fixture. And a fixture stays behind when the seller leaves. But anything that is mobile is considered personal property, which leaves with the seller. So basically anything that can be removed without causing damage goes. Now let me give you a few examples about how this plays. So number one, we'll talk about the appliances. A washing machine is considered personal property, but because it can be easily unplugged and unplumbed, sellers are entitled to take the washing machine with them. A stove or refrigerator is less mobile, but it technically can still be moved, so the seller has the right to take it with them. And this is one of the reasons that in most contracts, they specifically include things like the ovens. Number two are things like the window dressing. So drapes can be easily unhooked, so they remain the seller's personal property, but drapery rods and cornices, things like that that are bolted to the wall, they must be left behind. But most drapes are purchased to really fit the design of the home, and they probably won't look good in the seller's new place, which is why most sellers leave their drapes behind, even though they're entitled to take it with them. Number three is flooring. So a floor will go with the seller, but anything that's tacked or nailed or glued down will stay. Number four are hardware and fixtures. So generally all doorknobs, mailboxes, light switches, hardware, swag lights, and water features will transfer to the new owner. There are a few exceptions to the rule, so be sure to talk to a good real estate agent before you write your contract. Number five is TV. So technically mounted TVs aren't fixed to the home. They're usually fixed to the mount, which is fixed to the home. So a general rule of thumb is that the TV goes and the mount would stay. But again, don't assume anything you see on the property comes with the house. Always speak with the realtor, because you want to have your realtor write everything you want down into the contract, because like I said, everything is negotiable. At this point, you might be convinced that you need some more guidance to write a contract that between what stays and what goes, but you also might be thinking that you don't know where to start. So if you're thinking about making a move, I can help you through the process. Just send me a message or a text. You can text me at 202-335-6714. No pressure, no sales tactics, just the help and guidance when you need it. So please feel free to post any questions or comments that you have in the message or the chat box. I'll always go back after the videos run to answer any questions that you might have in the comments section. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you.